Alright, this assignment might be a little bit more tedious than the previous ones, but it's still pretty simple. So here we go. There will be a couple videos for this because I'm going to actually do um, some of the homework problems, or I'll start one of the homework problems or give you part of it. So stick around and watch the other couple videos. So first, we're looking at the area of a polygon in the coordinate plane. All that means is we're trying to find the area of a shape. We are going to be using 1/2 times base times height. That's for a triangle. And I should also write the area for a rectangle is just length times the width. That's cursive L, just in case you can't tell. Yeah, and for the triangle, the height has to be perpendicular, the perpendicular distance to the base. So we'll see that, but we will need to figure out these side lengths using the distance formula. So, I mean, we're going to be using all of these formulas here, and I have the first example on a clean sheet right here. So, the example is, I mean, I have it worked out, but the example is find the area of the polygon. In this case, this is a triangle, so I'm going to be using area equals 1/2 times the base times the height. I just have to figure out what is the base, and here the base is going to be TM. I know this just because they give me a perpendicular to that, so that's going to let me know that this is the base. The height then will be QI, that distance. So I need to figure out this distance using the distance formula and this distance using the distance formula. Then I can do 1/2 times the base times the height, and I will have the area of my triangle. It's a little bit of work, but let's see what it looks like. So first I'm going to find this distance from here to here. So TM, I'm trying to find the length of TM. First, I guess I need the coordinates, so that would be -6, 4. And I also need 6, what is that, 7? 6, 7. So 6, 7. So this is the coordinates of T, that's the coordinates of M. I want to find the distance using the distance formula. I'll write it down again. The square root of, I think, x2 minus x1 quantity squared plus y2 minus y1 quantity squared. It doesn't actually matter which one is like x1, y1, x2, y2. I could switch it around. It doesn't matter. This could be x2, y2. This could be x1, y1. It doesn't. Whichever one you write down first, just keep it consistent. So here, I'm going to say this is going to be my x1, my y1. This will be my x2, y2. Now I'm going to find the distance using the distance formula. So, I mean, that should be pretty simple. So, let's see. First, I'll do, I guess, x2 minus x1, so 6, that's this one, minus -6. You got to keep that negative there. So that changes to plus, and then I'll square that. And then I'm going to add on y2 minus y1. So 7 minus 4. Square that, and then square root everything. So 6 plus 6 is 12. Still need to square it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Still need to square it, and then at the end, square root. So 12 squared is 144, plus 3 squared is 9, 3 times itself. 144, what is that? 153. And then square root, so I'm just going to take my calculator. 153 and square root. And I get roughly, I guess I'll use 3 decimal places. 12 8.369. So that's what this distance is. So I'm partway there. All I need now is my height, and then we'll go and do all that stuff. So multiply together. So that's TM. Now I need the distance QI. So I guess I'll write that here. Write down the ordered pairs. So I guess Q I'll write down first. That's 2, 6, 2, 6, and then I is 4, -2. So I is 4, -2. And I'll do the same exact thing. Maybe label this x1, y1, x2, y2. Those could have been reversed. I could have written I first. In that case, it would have been x2, x1 and y1 for I. And then I'll put them in the distance formula. So first, 4 minus 2. So square root 4 minus 2 squared plus, and then y2, -2 minus 6 squared. That gives me what? 4 minus 2 is 2. Still have to square it. -2 minus 6, that's a -8. Still have to square it and square root, so that would be 2 times itself is 4. -8 times -8 is positive 64. 64 plus 4 is 68. Square root that, and again, just use my calculator. 68 square root, it's 8.246. So QI is 8.246, and TM is 12.369. So all I'm going to do is use area equals 1/2 times base times height, and I'll plug in what I have. Remember, the base was TM, and the height was the perpendicular to that, all the way to the other vertex, so QI. So I'll say 1/2 times the base, which was TM, that was 12.369. The height is 8.246. And I'll just multiply all of that together. So the 1/2 is the same thing as 0.5. So 1 divided by 2, 0.5 of course, times 12.369 times 8.246 equals. So roughly 50.997. That would technically be 51 if I didn't round at all, but we can just say the area here is 50.997. If you're rounding. If you're not rounding, that would be or 51 if no rounding. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think what I'm going to do next is the first problem that you have. So take a look at the next video because it's going to be part of your homework.